It's payday. You open your bank app. $4,200 just hit your account. For about 6 hours, it feels like enough. Then the auto pays start pulling. Rent, car, insurance, subscriptions. By Sunday morning, half of it is gone. By the 20th of the month, you are checking your balance before buying groceries. You make good money. You know you do. So why does it never, ever feel like it? That question keeps you up at night, and the answer is not what you think. Think back to your last raise. Maybe it was $5,000 more a year, maybe 10. You remember the feeling, the relief. Finally, some breathing room. But here is what actually happened. You upgraded your apartment. The new place was $300 more a month. You leased a slightly better car, another $150 on top. You started eating out a little more, ordering delivery twice a week instead of once. You added a couple of subscriptions because you deserved it. And within 3 months, you were back to the same feeling, the same tightness, the same stress at the end of every pay cycle. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average household earning over $75,000 a year saves less than 6% of their income. 6%. That means 94 cents of every dollar disappears. You did not fail. Something else happened, something you were never warned about. And it has a name. The name is lifestyle creep. And it is the number one reason people with good incomes build zero wealth. Lifestyle creep means your spending rises automatically every time your income goes up. Not because you are careless, because your brain is wired for it. Here is how it works. Your brain has a baseline for what feels normal. When you were making $40,000, a one-bedroom apartment felt fine. Cooking at home 5 nights a week felt fine. A used car felt fine. Then you got that raise to $55,000, and your brain quietly moved the baseline. Now, a one-bedroom feels small. Cooking every night feels exhausting. That used car feels embarrassing next to your coworker's new one. So you adjust. Not dramatically, just a little. 300 more here, 150 more there, $50 a month on something you barely use. A study from Princeton found that emotional satisfaction from income plateaus around $75,000 a year. After that number, more money does not make you happier, but your spending keeps climbing anyway, because lifestyle creep is not logical, it is emotional. It is comparison. It is the slow, quiet expansion of what you think you need when nothing about your actual needs changed. And that is exactly why a raise never fixes the problem. The gap between what you earn and what you spend just stays the same. Time to look at the real numbers, because this is where it gets uncomfortable. You earn $75,000 a year. That sounds great on paper, but you do not take home $75,000. After federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, you take home about $54,000. That is $4,500 a month. Now let us walk through where it goes. Rent or mortgage, $1,400. Car payment and insurance, $630. Utilities and phone, $220. Groceries, $480. Gas or transportation, $200. Subscriptions and memberships, $110. Eating out and delivery, $360. Personal care, clothes, miscellaneous, $250. That adds up to $3,650 a month. You have $850 left. That is your entire margin, every dollar of breathing room you have. $850 between you and falling behind. Now, here is where lifestyle creep does its real damage. Maybe you upgrade your apartment by $300 a month. Maybe you say yes to one more dinner out each week. Maybe you keep a gym membership you never use and a streaming bundle you forgot you signed up for. That is an extra $400 a month. Without even trying, your $850 margin just dropped to $450. Over a year, that extra $400 in creep costs you $4,800. Over a decade, that is $48,000 gone. Not on emergencies, not on investing, not on a down payment, on upgrades you barely noticed. A person earning $75,000 a year who spends just $400 a month more than they should loses over $48,000 in a single decade. That is a house down payment that vanished, $400 at a time. Now, here is what nobody tells you. The system is designed for you to spend every dollar you make. Every single industry around you is engineered to capture your raise before you can save it. You get a promotion, and suddenly your inbox is full of car lease offers, pre-approved credit cards with higher limits. Your apartment complex sends you a glossy brochure about their premium units. Restaurants push delivery apps with free trials that auto-renew. Subscription services use dark patterns to make canceling nearly impossible. The Federal Reserve reports that total U.S. consumer debt hit $17.3 trillion in 2024. That is not an accident. That is a business model. Credit card companies earn revenue when you carry a balance. They do not profit from people who pay in full. Landlords profit when you upgrade to the nicer unit with amenities you use once. Car dealerships profit when you trade in every 3 years instead of driving for 7. Your employer benefits too. A study from the American Payroll Association found that 74% of workers live paycheck to paycheck. That gives employers leverage. You cannot negotiate. You cannot walk away. You cannot take a risk because your margin is gone. The system does not want you broke. It wants you spending. There is a difference. Broke means you have nothing. Spending means the money flows through you into someone else's pocket. You are the pipeline. And the moment you stop the flow, everything changes. Now, the biggest objection you are thinking right now, I am not overspending on luxury. I am just living. And you are right. Most of lifestyle creep does not feel like luxury. It feels like normal life. That is exactly what makes it dangerous. You are not buying designer bags every month. You just slowly drifted from what you need to what feels standard. The fix is not about cutting everything. It is about creating a system that catches the creep before it eats your margin. Step 1. Pay yourself first. The day your paycheck hits, automate a transfer. Move $400 into a separate savings account before you touch anything. Not after bills, not at the end of the month. First, before everything. If 400 feels like too much, start with 150. The number matters less than the automation. Step 2. Freeze your fixed costs for 12 months. The next time you get a raise or a bonus, do not upgrade anything for 1 full year. Same apartment, same car, same subscriptions. Let your income grow while your spending stays flat. That gap is where wealth gets built. Step 3. Audit your subscriptions every 90 days. A report from West Monroe Partners found the average person underestimates their monthly subscriptions by over $200. You are paying for things you forgot you signed up for. Set a calendar reminder every 3 months. Cancel what you do not actively use. These three steps do not require a higher income. They do not require a budget spreadsheet. They require one decision: to stop letting your spending follow your earning automatically. Two people, both earning $75,000 a year. Same city, same take-home pay, same starting point. Person A does what feels normal. Every raise, she upgrades a little. Nicer apartment, better car, more dinners out. She earns more every year but saves the same, almost nothing. After 5 years, Person A has about $3,000 in savings. She is one emergency away from debt, one job loss away from crisis. Her income went up 30% over those years. Her savings did not move. Person B earns the same $75,000, but she makes one different choice. She automates $400 a month into savings before she spends anything. She freezes her lifestyle for 12 months after every raise. She audits her subscriptions every quarter. After 1 year, Person B has $4,800 saved. After 3 years, $14,400. After 5 years, Person B has $29,000, nearly $30,000. Same paycheck as Person A, same city, same job market. The only difference is that Person B stopped letting her spending automatically follow her earning. She broke the cycle. And that $29,000 is not just money, it is options. It is a down payment, an emergency fund, a career pivot, the freedom to say no to a job that drains her. Person A is still checking her balance before grocery shopping. Person B is building a life on her own terms. You were never taught this. Nobody sat you down and explained how a raise could actually keep you stuck. Nobody warned you about lifestyle creep. Nobody showed you the math. This is not your fault. But starting today, you know. And knowing changes everything. You are not someone who spends everything she makes anymore. You are someone who sees the system clearly, someone who pays herself first, someone whose money actually stays. That is who you are now. Subscribe to She Starts Today, because the lessons you deserved start here.